I'm closer to the ball.
There you go. I mean, set up straight away is a big difference there. We can see the distance from the ball, both in terms of where your arms are. I mean, in some ways, that's probably not that much bigger gap there to there, but because your arms are hanging down, your club's more in this position, you can actually hold the club now in the correct position of your hands. We need to make sure we get that club in the fingers. If your arms are that high, so there's tension that's created up here now, and again, trying to reach out for there, you lose power, you lose control, and the ability to square the club face up. So what happened now, because your face is coming back aiming to the right, partly because of the grip, you then try to swing it this way to just to sort of start the ball somewhere left of target for the best thing you can possibly do, okay? As you can see, as the club goes back here now, when the club went back, as well as steep and upright that club was going, you're trying to swing the club out in front here to swing it across your body to come into it. Now you watch this one here now as the club goes back, it's still a bit steep, at least the arms are working and the club's working more behind you in a good position. So the club now coming back into the golf ball is coming back in quite nice, whereas this one here now, we're going to try and bring that golf club, look how far outside that golf club, yeah, I mean look at that club there, is way outside, isn't it? I mean a long way from the ball, trying to reach out for it, path now across the ball, that club face almost hitting the tray there to the side. And again, the information there you're giving the golf ball is a club face aiming maybe 10 degrees right and a path that's possibly 40 degrees left. That's a big dispersion. It's going to be a big slice. And again, as you said, a ball that's travelling like that in the air isn't going to go anywhere near as far as a golf ball that travels that far. So now the club coming the golf ball now, look at that path. It's still a bit outside the line, but nowhere near as far outside as before. Club face strikes the ball, and that is basically basically your impact. That is absolutely spot on in the middle of the club face. You can see there's no wobble with the club face. That club face is flying through there, just a little bit out to in, so you're getting a nice gentle fade, ball flying down the range there, and we can see a nice straight shot coming through to a finished position, as opposed to this when you're chopping your arms across just to try and hit somewhere left, but doing so with the path, not the club face. And it's always the club face you've got to get to learn to control. With all respect to you, when you're set with arms, there's no control. I mean, again, imagine if you drive like that. You couldn't turn the wheel quick enough, could you? So being in a much more orthodox setup is actually changed the view of your swing and how it looks overall by giving you a more sort of conventional circle with the golf swing, as opposed to the arm. And you can see there when you sort of had your arms there, lifting up here now, trying to get higher and higher and higher. Club goes up, comes across, arms very low, and then the right foot very static, because you're just trying to hit the ball off your back foot, hit it like a back foot pull shot in cricket, just to get it somewhere, as we said, left of target. Even at set up here, now, I think on some of them, I'm not sure if it's this one or not, there's a couple of ones you sort of set up there, and then your hands started, no, honestly, you're okay. A couple of times you had your arms hanging down here, and the hands would just try and rise up just a little bit, because that's obviously where you want to get to. So if we can go through a good process, put the club down first on a better angle, then grip the club in the fingers, get it across that during the fingers, you'll find that you naturally want to sit more in this position. To hold the club there wouldn't be very comfortable. Your hand would want to go round there. If you're down here, it just wants to sit in the fingers. Almost hold it down, hold the club sort of down by the side of your body there, so your arm just hangs down, and just grip him there. If you look in the mirror there now, you can see the little V that my thumb and forefinger make is certainly going to cross sort of towards my right. So that little line here in my thumb is going towards my right shoulder. You were here. So if I then come back, and we call this the sort of neutral natural grip, because if you put your left arm down by your side now, your left grip hand just points in to your palm. It doesn't sort of sit this way on your arm, does it? It just sits in this way. So by gripping it here, my palm now is facing my leg. It's a natural position. If I hold it up there and then come back to natural, it's that club face. It's going to go way right in the... So with that club face coming back in something like this, the only way to keep the ball on the golf course is to come across it left. And that increases the spin and ends up on the right hand side and loses distance. A golf ball now with a more direct hit going this way is going to have a lot more energy to the back of the ball and go straighter and further. And a ball flying straighter will go further, and a ball hit with a more direct contact will go further. So it's a double win basically. So always adjust that setup. I would say use of mirrors would be a great help, but try to do it by setting up to where you think it is, set up and think, okay, this feels good, and then check the mirror. Use the mirror as a check, not to be there in the mirror going, okay, I've got to get, and when the mirror's not there, you're screwed on this. So always have that as a double check. But certainly, as we say, the position you go into there now, you've got a chance to square the club face up. And it'd be worth it when you come on the range and have a few practice sessions. Hit some shots there, just try and get the golf ball to go somewhere with it with the club face twisting, not changing your path. Okay, the path is going to stay the same. A bit out to win is okay, but once you start getting the club face squaring up and your golf ball starts flying sort of in that direction, you can go, well, I don't want to go to the left, I want to go more that direction. So I'll start doing that. Your path and information you're giving the golf balls only come from the ball going over that way and you then trying to swing it somewhere this way just to go on a golf course. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Good
yeah.
stuff. Right, you grab that